Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Gerald Addy. This is Building a Legacy, brick by brick. And on this channel we talk about the 3 aspects of wealth building in no particular order, which is real estate, starting your own business, and of course, investing in the stock market. Now, for those of you who's been following me and following the videos, I want to thank you very much for subscribing. And as you have noticed, we went through the process of evicting a slum tenant. Then we went ahead and got the property prepared by cleaning it for the next direction. We also showed that we were working on the lower level of the home and preparing it for whatever direction we'd like to go in as well. In this video, I would like to share with you my experiences of purchasing my first home and what are things I had to do in order to position myself in acquiring this home. In addition to that, I have court day today, so I figured, why not share with my extended family the process of me getting ready for court, but also in the process of getting ready, I can also share with you my experiences of acquiring my first home. So thank you all for subscribing. Stay tuned. Let's go. As you may notice here, I am trying to decide which suit to wear today for my court date. Growing up in Africa and watching my father prepare for work and wearing suits every day truly made me aspire to wear suits one day while going to work. But as you can imagine or may imagine, over time now, I could care less about these suits anymore. But my father is my hero, and the drive and passion that was built inside of me to be as successful, if not more, than my father is truly drove me to doing everything I could to push myself to be in a position to wear suits one day at work. Buying my first home was truly a blessing. I do want to talk to you about the process of acquiring my first home, FHA, Federal Housing Assistance. For those of you who do not know, this is for first-time home buyers in America. The federal government allows you to purchase a home with only putting down 3.5% of the purchase price. So if you're buying a house for $200,000, it's 3.5% of that $200,000 that you would put down as down payment. And of course, closing cost is an additional that ranges between 1 to 2%, depending on the lender. But I could not begin to tell you the story of acquiring this beautiful home that you're seeing in this video without first explaining to you my journey and the people who were involved. And so I could not begin to tell you this story without first mentioning my mother and my children. After the separation and divorce from my ex-wife, I moved on into an apartment with my mother while maintaining 50-50 custody of my children. Divorce can be very difficult on the children. Absolutely. But during these times, we stuck together, supported one another, and created an even stronger bond. We did a lot together.
Wait, I'm trying to stick out my legs. I couldn't stick out my legs. My dad's playing soccer, and guess what? It's the best thing ever, and guess what? I'm having the best day ever. Daddy, get out the light!
I'm good. BG, go back. I'm fine. Daddy's okay. Whenever I fall, I'm good, okay? I love you. Thank you.
Love you.
Thank you. I drove them to school and picked them up daily during the weeks they were with me. I volunteered at their school, constantly having their instructors become comfortable with my face and knowing that I'm just a phone call or a text away. And we also spent a lot of time at this location at the Battery, which is in Smyrna. The Battery is a great place to take your family. Certainly is. Anyhow, I remember when I was first employed by Wells Fargo. And this is important because it connects with my experience of purchasing my first home. I truly felt underappreciated because of the pay I received during my tenure with Wells Fargo. I was working as a branch financial advisor, overseeing multiple Wells Fargo banks, but still could not sleep at night due to my wages and therefore my inability to adequately take care of my family. However, I focused and built up my practice enough to get the attention of one of the greatest, if not the greatest, investment firm in the US, in Merrill Lynch. While leaving Wells Fargo was extremely difficult because I had built strong relationships within the organization and my tenure also at the time. But this was my ticket to adequately taking care of my family, as I said, and also buying my first home. Now, thank you for continuing watching this video. As I have been explaining the process of acquiring my first home, I do want to touch on some of the attributes within the process of acquiring your first home that we should all pay attention to, close attention to. I think one of those things would be your DTI, which is your debt to income ratio. And that is essentially saying that you're taking a look at your income that you're receiving on a monthly basis, and you're looking at your expenses that are going to be subtracted from your income on a monthly basis. And most lenders want to see you at about 50% debt to income ratio. 45% is beautiful, but 50%, some will even go 52%. But the name of this game, as far as acquiring properties, is finding a lender that aligns with your situation. There are thousands of lenders out there. You just have to go lender shopping for the one that fits your situation appropriately. Then let's not also forget your credit score. I think a 640 credit score is a strong credit score that most lenders would respect as you go and begin the process of acquiring your first home. So you want to take a look at your debt to income ratio, making sure that your expenses are not outweighing your income. And that's just, like I said, by taking your income, subtracting your expenses, the difference divided by your income, and you will get that ratio and you determine what number you need to be at. And again, it has to be minimally 50%, I would say, to stay safe. Now, let's not also forget that you have to show the ability to what? To close on this home, to put the down payment down and the closing cost. That is, you have to show reserve. And the only way the lenders are able to confirm that you have reserves is through your statement. So you should expect to submit your most recent statements and sometimes before closing to show the lender that you have the propensity to pay. So we went over credit, the debt to income ratio, and finding a lender, finding the right lender that aligns with you. I hope these points we've covered today are going to be helpful to some of you out there as you begin the process of acquiring your first home, leveraging FHA, which is only 3.5% down, and going in that direction to acquiring your first home and starting your dream of going and doing that which is on your heart. It doesn't matter what occurs in your life. What matters is what you are willing to turn it into. The power of will. So building a legacy brick by brick. Do not forget, last but not least, pray. Make sure you're praying and giving it all to God as you begin this journey of acquiring your first home. Thank you very much for watching. This is Building a Legacy Brick by Brick. I hope the information in this video is going to be able to help you in motivating you to either purchase your first home, start your first business, or get into your first investment opportunity or investments. Whatever happens in your life is happening for your good. You know, it's happening for your best interest. So it doesn't matter what you've endured in your life, there is always an opportunity to learn something, to take something that you can use and triumph and overcome many of the adversities that you're going to face in this thing called life. Thank you very much for subscribing. Continue to subscribe. This is Building a Legacy Brick by Brick. Make sure to leave a comment below regarding what you think about this video, what you think would be helpful, what you learned, or just any questions you have regarding our next videos. Thank you very much. Building a legacy, brick by brick. As you can see, I decided to go with the black coat. Wish me luck.